Hello there and welcome to my workshop. I have some exciting news for you today, and that is Carveco Maker Plus has been upgraded to, well, I'll show you, and I'll show you how to download it. So this is an upgrade for those of you who already have purchased it. And obviously if you go in and purchase it directly from Carveco's website now, this is the upload that you will get. This takes you into their upload site. Download. This is a 180 megabyte, so it shouldn't take too long. Okay, so here it is in my downloads folder. So all you do is double click on this. Okay, so this sometimes pops up. So if you go into more information, run anyway. Okay. Okay, so when this next dialog box comes up, you press on that. Another dialog box will come up and say OK. Next. I agree. Next. Install. It's a fairly big program, so now this computer that I'm using out here is probably about 6 or 7 years old, so it only has say 4 gig of RAM. One day I should probably uprate it, but it seems to handle Carveco okay. Okay, the new Carveco Maker Plus has completed its installation, and now I can press finish. And now I suppose for the finale, we'll open up Carveco Maker and I'll show you the fantastic new tools that are in it. Of course, they have now included the 3D shape editor. There's a couple of other tools in there too, which takes this program up to a whole new level for sort of hobbyists or serious hobbyists as well. It is now at a level, this intermediate program, Carveco Maker Plus, is now at a level that is pretty well close to, the nearest comparison I can make is Vetrica Spire. It'll do everything a Vetrica Spire will do for about half the price. Okay, Carveco Maker Plus. Okay, so what I'm just going to show you a little bit on the screen. I'll just open it and show you where the new tools are, face to face as it were. So we'll go new model. Look, I always keep the resolution all the way up, maximum resolution, because if you're dealing with 3D reliefs, you get very good quality. If you draw this slider bar down, your quality is going to diminish a bit. All the way down here, it's going to diminish a lot. So if your computer will handle it, keep it all the way up, maximum. Okay. I'm just going to open it up as it is. I work in millimeters pretty well exclusively. I will in the future start making a couple in inches for you guys. So we're going to open that. Okay, so this is the new Carveco Maker Plus, and the new tools in it are up here. and that's the shape editor. Okay, so this is now a full 3D program. Now you can really make beautiful 3D reliefs in this program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to screen capture, and I'll be doing it on a different computer down in my office actually, because it started to rain here. It's coming, you know, we're coming into autumn, sort of going towards winter, and you know, if the rain gets too much, you won't be able to hear what I'm saying, because this is a what, 110 square meter tin shed, you know, so tends to make quite a bit of noise in the rain. So we'll switch now to screen capture down in my office. That's a little better down in my office. It's nice and warm down here. Before we delve into Carveco Maker Plus, I just want to draw your attention to Carveco Maker. Now, those of you who want an entry level into this hobby or business, this is the Carveco website. So this is the opening screen of Carveco website. Okay, so there's 3 programs there. You come up to here, software, and come down to Carveco Maker. Okay, and there's a little surprise at the bottom for you. So this, you know, there's a couple of videos in here describing about Carveco Maker, and this in itself is quite a powerful program. So if you go all the way down to the bottom here, and there's a lovely surprise. Now, this Black Friday sale is still on. So that means you can get Carveco Maker for $90. Now, I'm not sure how long this is going to run for, but it's on now. Okay. So $90, and on top of that, at the end of this video and below this video, just above the comments section, you will find a discount code, my discount code, and you will get a further 5% off. And that's off whether, you know, you pay for the yearly or whether you pay monthly on the whole product line. So there's something extra for you. Okay, so we're going to start a new project, and 300 by 300, which is just shy of 12 inches. I nearly exclusively work in millimeters. I do plan on doing some tutorials in inches. Perhaps you'd like to let me know whether you would like that. With this program and this computer, 1500 by 1500 points, it's a fairly high resolution, but I know the graphics card in this computer probably would struggle if I had it all the way up to maximum resolution. So 1500 would probably be okay for most computers anyway. I'm working in millimeter units. The orientation, obviously you can choose, you know, each corner or even the center. CNC routers are normally here in the bottom or front left hand corner. You might hear heavy breathing or even some snoring in the background. That's my German Shepherd laid over on the floor over there. So if you're wondering what it is. CNC milling machines normally run with the orientation or start of the program at this back left hand corner. And yes, you can use this program to machine metal, anything, stone, whatever you like, on any machine. Doesn't matter whether it's a Haas or Toolmac, it doesn't matter. This will write G-code for them all. So for a rotor, and we're going to press OK. So you can switch between the 2D screen and the 3D screen. We're in the 3D screen at the moment. By these tags up here, that's 2D screen and 3D. Well, we're going to work exclusively in the 3D screen because there are new tools, and this, or should I say these new tools here, is the shape editor. That's the most important one. What we're going to do is, first of all, we will draw something in the middle. We'll go to the center of the material, and Carveco has found the center of the material because the cursor has changed to a target. Left click, draw it out, release, and now I can go up here and choose the size, the absolute size that I want it to be. And we're going to say, let me see, 170, I think. And this is telling me that it's in the center of the material, because this is 300 by 300. And the orientation is down here in this corner. So that means this is 150 by 150, which is the center. So it's just verifying that with me. I'm going to say create. And now it changes to a pink circle, which is, now it's there. So we can cancel out of that. Now the next thing we want to do is change the isometric view. Now that's simply done if you go over this little box here, which is, I suppose, the view cube, and left click, hold it down and move across till you get to the isometric view, and then release, and there it is. And if you want to move this around in space, you press the scroll wheel in the middle of the mouse and you can move it around any which way you want, or you can press left and right mouse down together and bodily move it around. So that looks okay to me. Let's put it about there, and we will zoom in, and we'll leave this highlighted because we are now going to go to the shape editor, which brings this dialog box up. Now, first of all, these three icons in the top here, plane. If you've got the plane highlighted, you can come down here to the straight height and put a height in there, and it will make a cylinder. So we'll go 50 millimeters. So there you have a 50 millimeter solid round or cylinder, and you can make this any height you want. And if you that's my Marima in the background. So we'll take that back to 0, and that goes to 0. Next one up is, of course, the cone, and you can make that even a negative if you wanted to. Take it all the way back down through, make it a positive. And you can make a cone. So another thing you can do is come here to the straight height and go 20 millimeters, and you can add on a straight body or part of a cylinder to your object. So we'll take that back down to 0, and we'll bring this back down to close to 0, and now we'll select the round, and we'll push the slider bar up, and we can make a dome. Very nice little dome. Another thing you can do here is limit the height of the dome, because there are occasions where, there's a lot of occasions actually, where you want to limit, because when you're doing a 3D relief, or you're taking an object, whether it be a stenciled object, and you're converting it to a 3D relief, you can actually distort the walls by having it raised up too high. Looks a little bulbous. If I got time, I'll show you a little bit later. But what we want to do is limit the height, and we're going to give it a height limit of, we'll say, 12 millimeters. So you have quite a partial dome like this. And if you go and have a look at Leighton's tutorial from Carveco, he shows you how to make a love heart using this shape and method. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to keep that. So now you can do a couple of things here. You can either subtract, where you make a dish. Now that is very handy. Making a dish, you can make a dish of any shape. Just say, for example, if you drew a shape around here, you could make a dish out of it and then put a 3D figurine of a head or any object you want inside. You could even misshape this to an oval, and that makes a very nice, presentable, finished object when you have a 3D relief in the center of it. But I'm just showing you different things that you can do here. So we want to add it, so we've got a positive instead of a negative, and we're going to apply. Okay, so we're going to come out of the shape editor, and we're going to deselect that, and we're going to go back up here to our view cube, so we have a straight on view at this. Now I'm going to get another shape here. So I'm going to get a, let me see, oh no, star's fine. So I'm going to come into the center, I'm going to draw it out to about there. I think that will be fine. And draw it out even further to about there. Click again and say create. So now we have a star shape in or on our domed plate thing. So we're going to cancel out of that, and we're going to go back into the isometric view, have a look, and we have this one selected. So now what we're going to do is open the shape editor again, and we're going to go square shape. But it looks a little odd, doesn't it? Because, and if I turn that off, you can see how odd that looks. Because it's a little bit like a starfish lying on a bit of a rock. It sort of lies over the rock and follows the contour of it. So, and it doesn't make any difference even if I slide the slider bar down. It still looks like a starfish, high and dry on a rock. That's because I have added it onto the material. So what I'm going to do is merge high. If you merge high, see how it disappears into what we already have? Okay. And we can alter the size of it here. What I want to do is have it so it just breaks through here. A little bit too far. There you go, just breaks through. And for this demonstration, I think that's what, I think I like that, and I'm going to leave it as that. And I'm going to press apply. And come back out of the shape editor. So what I'm showing you here is that you can build up and build up and build up as many 3D shapes as you wish. But bear in mind, this is on one single layer. So just say, for example, if I made a mistake, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll show you. If I made a mistake and just say, for example, we want a circle here. Okay, create, and came out, back into the isometric, zoom in, shape editor, this time square, okay, just say I did that. I will turn the vector off because it's easier to see. So let's say you toggle the vector on and off that you're working in, and if it, in fact, the vector that you are working with will be pink and the other ones come up black. So it's sometimes easier, you know, to turn the vectors off so you can actually see what you're doing. But just say, for example, at the moment we've got merge high, which it is supposed to be. But if we put add, you see it makes a weird shape here. So we'll do that and we'll say apply. And we'll come out of that. And we'll have a look at it. Isometric. And we'll go, oh dear, we made a mistake. You see? That's the difference between merge high and add, you will get sort of a reflection of the shape molded into your 3D design that you've created. And so that's what happens. But the thing is, if you went back to here to do the undo, there we go. In this case, you can get back to what you wanted. There's a totally different outcome there. So that's what I mean. You can erase, okay, but you know, it means erasing, going back and starting off again. You can't remanipulate that by altering these settings and icons and trying to redo it, because after you've laid it down, that's it. So you have to delete. You can't edit a single piece, and that's what I'm trying to say to you. Now in Carveco, the full program, you can, because you put this on a separate layer. You can use as many layers as you want in the main Carveco program, but with this program you're dealing with all these 3D parts then of a relief that you're making on one single layer. So just be aware that you do need to be careful of, you know, doing one thing at a time. And then and why I say that is because if I went on to another object and then made another object and found 3 or 4 objects back, I've made a mistake. You'd have to use this tool to delete them all the way back, stage by stage, until you get to the one that you want to modify. That is the only drawback. Like I say, you're working on a single layer, but this is, you know, it's a very powerful tool nonetheless. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that introduction to the new improved Carveco Maker Plus, and also the information about Carveco Maker sale. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget, at the end of this video and below this video, above the comments, there is my Carveco discount code, which gives you 5% off everything, whether it's monthly, yearly, or even the sale price. You still get an additional 5% off. So thank you for joining me, and it's bye for now.